Before this trip, I felt stuck. I'd take photos, I'd scroll through them, and later feel nothing. Nothing's so dramatic. I really more so mean I just wanted more from these photos. I wanted something to look back on, feel, remember, something that really captured these memories. So it wasn't that these photos I've been taking are bad, and maybe you felt this way before, but they just didn't do anything for me. So that was my goal in Oregon. That's what I wanted to change on this trip. How do I capture memories? And how can you? Our first stop was Mount Hood. As we arrived and started hiking, I realized this wasn't just about the views. It was really a better chance to take everything in step by step. And that's when I started to notice these smaller details. And honestly, the Fujifilm, this camera was really great. It was a perfect companion. It's lightweight. It's pretty rugged. It has a sharp lens, and it let me focus on experience without feeling bogged down by equipment. Okay, real quick, front-facing iPhone time. I think I'm supposed to look at myself or the camera. I'm gonna look at myself. It looks weird, doesn't it? That's all right. This is the camera I keep referring to. This is the Fujifilm X100VI. This is the camera I held with this strap the whole trip. Super easy. I like the black rather than the gray or the silver that they have. This is it. Really nifty. Also, the images you'll see are all using a JPEG film simulation. That, to me, give me all the hate in the comments, no problem. That was the most enjoyable way to shoot because actually it snaps a shot, then processes. So I can't just keep firing off shot after shot after shot. It actually takes a second, processes. So I know I line up one shot, take it, and I move on. It was fun, especially for a trip where I'm trying to recharge, refresh, not overuse it. And I definitely didn't. So, all right. I'll let you go back in there and watch the sneak attack with the snowball. After we finished up on Mount Hood, we kind of headed down, got into our cars, and drove over to Maupin. Maupin's a really, really small, interesting, cool, quirky town on the Deschutes River where our rafting trip was starting. So we were doing 3 days on this river with no service and, yes, no distractions, though living in my brain is a distraction enough. We also did these hikes up mountains that were around our camper spot, and that was a great time for me to just slow it down, embrace the limitations I had, take this little camera, and shoot. So Crater Lake, if you don't know, is unreal. It feels like it's from another planet, but it isn't just about capturing what you see, because this is an amazing view, but how can you focus on emotion? Once again, this is an incredible place. Anyone can take a camera and point it at the lake. How can a photographer, how can you, with the device you have, with the brain you have, the creativity you have, how can you point it at something incredible and share more about what it feels like, capture a feeling? I'm speeding through this trip, but after making camp, we jumped in our cars and headed to the coast. It was really the perfect finale. Just winding roads, ocean views, great ice cream at the end, awesome seafood, and it was spectacular. I've never seen the coast of Oregon. So with that, each photo from this leg of the trip, it just feels like it was part of a bigger picture. You started to, as we were reaching the finale, started to feel, you get a little melancholy, obviously excited to be home and see my girls, but at the same time, you want to capture truly the adventure. So I started focusing on people and started focusing on this story that was playing out as we're going up this coast. And it made me think, any story is never really about the destination, it's about the journey and the people you're with. Start taking more pictures of people and you learn a lot that way. So looking back, this trip, it wasn't about taking photos. It was about seeing things differently. It was really just about reflection. Reflection isn't just about the past, it's actually a way to figure out what's next. These photos remind me of where I've been and have the ability to inspire me for what's ahead. I know I don't have it all figured out, but I'm kind of curious, what about you? You know, when's the last time you looked back and found something meaningful in a process you were in? Whether it's through photos, video, or just pausing to reflect. Maybe you have a notebook that you can go to. But for me, it was worth the time to look back at these images and remember a story, to capture memories, to search for feelings, and of course tell the story of the people and the adventure you were on. I'm in the edit right now, so I don't really know how this video is going to turn out. It's something new for me, using pictures and iPhone footage and kind of mixing it all together. But I have more places I took this camera to. One, a pretty large political event. Another, a really, really beautiful live event, if this video does well. I mean, I guess if it's, I don't know, less than a 5 out of 10, I'll just cancel it all. just cancel this whole process. I still don't know if I'm going to enjoy editing this. As always, thanks for watching. If you need anything, hit me in the comments, and I'll see you later. I don't know why I think outros are so hard, but I struggle with them so much. So, video's done. See you later.